I people ask me all the time, how do you become an expert on burnout? And I found that there's a pretty good way to do that, but it's the hard way, and that's to experience it yourself. And I did find myself going through a really difficult season of burnout, where I had just been really not paying attention to self care at all. And the little bit that I did was just to get enough back in the tank to kind of keep me going. Obviously, in the recovery from that and the time that it takes to recover, you do a lot of self reflection and really try to figure out how to never end up there again.
Yeah, I understand because a lot of us, we prioritize so many other things, maybe our dreams and goals, maybe our corporate lives, sometimes even our family, which is great. But then what about filling your own personal tank? And I like your idea there. I'd like to explore that. It's not what you're carrying, but how you're carrying it that can often lead to burnout.
Um, a lot of times when people hear me coming and see me coming, they think, oh, this is a guy who's going to tell us to only work 4 days a week and to, work 6 hours a day and to take a nap all the time and to not really expect too much of yourself. What I really believe is that if we want to perform at a high level, we've got to account for the care that we need for ourselves to be able to do that. Well, those same things apply to our work. That if we want to be able to perform well, to perform at our best, that's going to take some time to think about how we're fueling the machine and taking care of the machine. I have, spare parts and engines and fluids and all the things that it takes to to care for, to maintenance that vehicle so that it can run at the highest possible level. And we're the same way.
Your book mentions the dangers of ignoring early warning signs. How, for our listeners, we can identify those early warning signs before it's too late.
I think we all have these qualities that start to emerge when we get fatigued. You start to get maybe more irritable, you get a little less patient, you get the brain fog that starts to set in, the inability to concentrate. Maybe it's your sleep patterns start to get interrupted. You start noticing emotionally that you're getting either very reactive or not responsive at all. So either highly reactive and highly easily triggered, or maybe just a little numb and a little apathetic. So there's these signs that start to show up when we first start to get tired. The problem is we usually don't take them as an indication that it's time to do something. Usually we just blow right past them and think, I just got to keep going.